Hi friends, my name is Omkar and I am studying in class 10th A. Today I am going to present my PPT before you all, and the topic of my PPT is Dandi March, which is also known as the Salt Satyagraha. Now let us have some introduction to the event. On March 12, 1930, Mahatma Gandhi ji embarked a historic salt march from Sabarmati Ashram in Gujarat's Ahmedabad to the village of Dandi in the state's coastal area to protest against the steep tax the British levied on salt. The significant march came to be known as Dandi March or Salt March, also referred as Dandi Satyagraha. The Salt March was a 24 days march which was non-violent in nature, is historically significant as it led the mass civil disobedience movement. Now here in the slide we can see the picture of Mahatma Gandhi ji leading the Salt March on an old 5 rupee coin. Now we will see why the Dandi March or the Salt Satyagraha happened. The march was conducted by Mahatma Gandhi ji to oppose the salt law introduced by British rule. Under the salt law, Indians were restricted from producing or selling salt. British not only exercised monopoly over the manufacture of salt but also opposed the heavy salt tax. However, Gandhiji broke the salt law by producing the salt at Dandi seashore followed by several other Indians. Now here in this picture we can see Gandhiji leading the Dandi march. Now we will see what was happened in the Dandi march. Gandhi started this march with 78 of his trusted volunteers. The march spanned over 240 miles, which is almost 390 kilometers, from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi, which was called Navsari at that time, now in the state of Gujarat. Growing numbers of Indians joined them along the way. When Gandhiji broke the British Raj salt law at 6:30 am on 6 April 1930, it sparked a large-scale act of civil disobedience against the salt laws by millions of Indians. Now in this picture we can see Gandhiji collecting natural salt from Dandi seashore. Now we will see what was the effect and impact of the march. Mass civil disobedience spread throughout the India as millions broke the salt law by making salt or buying illegal salt. The salt satyagraha had galvanized the Indian population into action. The salt was sold illegally all over the coast of India. A pinch of salt made by Gandhiji himself was sold for 1600 rupees, equivalent to $750 at that time. In the reaction, British government arrested over 60,000 people. There were so many social groups who took part in the march in the form of protesters. Like rich peasants, depression and fall in the prices affected them badly. They demanded reduction in land revenue. Then poor peasants, depression affected them badly. They demanded reduction in rent. Business class also took part in the march and they demanded protection against the import of foreign goods. Now in this slide we will see what is Gandhi-Irwin Pact. The Gandhi-Irwin Pact was a political agreement signed by Mahatma Gandhiji and Lord Irwin, Viceroy of India, on 5 March 1931 before the Second Round Table Conference in London. Before this, Lord Irwin, the Viceroy, had announced in October 1929 a vague offer of dominion status for British occupied India in unspecified future and a round-table conference to discuss a future constitution. The second round-table conference was held from September to December 1931 in London. So here in this slide we can see the picture of Mahatma Gandhi ji and Lord Irwin. Now at last we will see the conclusion of this event. The Dandi Salt March has been an important event in the history. The Dandi Salt March was a very good cause and helped many Indians. The reason for the march was because the British made every person to buy heavy tax salt so that they could get a lot of money from it. So Gandhiji led a march traveling 240 miles from Sabarmati Ashram to the coastline of Dandi to pick up sea salt and disobey the salt law. Soon after, many people around the whole country did it. The government gave up and stopped the taxes in the January of 1931. This Dandi Salt March led a peaceful protest into what it is today. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. With these words of Mahatma Gandhi ji, I wind up my presentation. Thank you and have a nice day. I hope you all like my presentation.